Hello there and welcome back to my channel. The song Tormento by Voodoo Marmalade is the second to last song from Festival de Canção. The final is happening on Saturday, and yeah, without further ado, let's just listen to it, shall we? This is energetic, like the instrumentation. That's a nice chord involved. It's like the 1 minor, 5 minor, 2 major, and back to 5 minor. It's really nice. Nice vocal harmonization as well, works well. Okay, I'm hooked. I'm with you. I'm unsure if in what way you can actually switch this up throughout, but I have a feeling this is gonna be a lot of the same thing throughout, but we'll see what happens. Alright, yeah, some rhythmic variation here, and we're back to where we kind of like the focal point as well. Some nice little melodic playing here on the guitars. I like that. Nice way. Just vary it with some soloing. It's really nice. I also like these contrasting rhythms work well together. It creates a very nice backdrop, but I feel like it becomes too much of the same thing. A little nice switch up here, taking out the strumming instruments, just letting the percussion take over, and then vocal harmonies basically. And we're back to the main concept again. Like, it's charming and enjoyable, but it's not quite up my alley, I think, as an overall package. It's fun though, but it becomes too much of the same thing, I've gotta say. I like the incorporation of the backing vocals here as well, adding a little bit of depth to it. Alright, I mean, that was fun, wasn't it? But it's not something that I think is really like a strong contender to challenge for a victory or anything. I don't think it's that outstanding, but it's charming to have, this song within all of the others. And I think it's fun the fact that it made to the final, but I think that's probably where we gotta stop with it. It's too much of the same thing, constantly throughout. It goes for the same concept throughout its entire runtime. It's 3 minutes long, or well, almost. And it's basically, once you've heard the first verse, you've basically heard all of the song. The instrumental pattern throughout, like the chord progression never changes. It's the same thing throughout. It is a nice chord progression. Like, I like the interval of it, and I think it builds nicely for this type of song with this kind of instrumentation. The strumming patterns really just kind of work in unison to create a very fulfilling rhythm. There's a lot of contrasting rhythms that stack on top of each other to create a really nice backdrop, and I think percussion is utilized very well in this. It's a very kind of restrained and authentic sounding percussion, which I'm quite fond of. And I think it fits this just whole arrangement in like a very nice manner. And I like this whole switch up there in like the middle part of the song where the percussion was actually like the only instrument basically, and the guitars and all of these strumming, like the mandolins and whatnot they have here. The fact that those stopped in the middle there, and then you kind of threw them back in. And I mean, it's kind of like, what do you call it? Like dissatisfying, unsatisfying when they come in the same kind of aspect that they've been in constantly throughout the song. Like the other instruments, when they come back in, it's just the same thing again. You kind of felt like we probably needed like some sort of evolution in this. I get that that's not really what this type of song is supposed to really have going for it, but I feel like it becomes way too much of the same thing throughout, and it gets a little bit tiresome for me. Regardless of how charming I think it is, and regardless of how fun I think it is, it becomes too much of the same thing. I would never seek out to listen to this song on its own. I think it's charming when they perform it, but it's for those 3 minutes, and then not more than that, I'd say. And I could return to it here and then, but then I need to see it. I need to kind of just get invited to their performance. I would not put this on in a studio cut. I don't think the production quality of it is really something that you should write home about. It's just playful playing from a group who just enjoy playing music together. And it's nice the fact that they made it to the final, but I think that's probably where this is gonna stop for them, because there's like not enough variation in this to really make it stand out and enhance it. And regardless of how charming and fun I think it is, it's not on par with so much of the competition here. So yeah, that's song number 12. Maybe not the standout from the selection, but we still have one more to go, and people have been hyping that one up a little bit, so I'm excited to finish on a high. Thank you for sticking around for this video. Tell me what you think of Tormento in the comments. Maybe you disagree with me entirely, and that's completely fine. Please tell me. But yeah, I hope you will join me in the next video as well, where we will finish the entire national final season for Eurovision 2023. It will be the last one. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Until then though, take care of yourselves, and bye for now.